And it's to me that's the wildest part because you could easily have one or two players be kind of tapped in and they're beholden to one of these like these sports sites, or even just like not even a site, just a person who works for them or someone outside of them who has some influence over them, and that's all it takes. And you undermine the whole system. You could crash everything where people don't have trust in betting anymore because a huge like a championship game was thrown. You can't. I feel like these leagues should not have equity in these online sports betting companies. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I think you're right. But what about seeing like DraftKings or something on a jersey of the team? You think that's going to happen? Like I
I mean,
think that's eventually going to happen
I
too.
think it will. I think it will.
Yeah.
Like the helmet, like Corvo, the football helmet is going to have like MGM Grand on it. It's going to be
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
I think, I mean, across the board, I think, like, look at UFC. I mean, like, they use every space, like, physically, like, on the mat, and also time wise to promote and advertise. So I think
gambling.
that
Yeah,
yeah, I think
and the
that's going to
trunks.
happen. So I mean, that's even gambling and non-gambling, but just like advertising. And gambling, I think, is becoming the bigger spender of ads. So that's whoever spends the most on ads is where the most visible time is going to go.
I
And
also think to point out something that you called out before, Chris. I think the solo sports are more. I think they're easier to bet on because there's no aspect of a team. You sometimes with the team you have to rely on other players to do their job for you to get a certain marker. But with solo sports like MMA or racing, you don't have that. So I think it's easier to just wager on those type of sports as opposed to a team sport.
I mean, probably. I would be curious, like, because I've never pulled up one of these where you can look up like UFC and see like the different types of bets you can make. But you're right. I mean, you have less variables, so the betting will be is going to be obviously different. But still, it's two people. Like in MMA, right? It is a team sport in a sense. Like, let's say you're betting on like number of kicks. I don't
Hmm.
know, right? Well, that's also like contingent on the other your dance partner, the ability to do those kicks to them.